When you buy something, what do they give you? You buy that water bottle, what are they gonna give you? A receipt, right? You're gonna get, for everything you own, you get a receipt. A man's prized possession is his woman.
That's right.
You understand? Don't you think that she deserves marriage papers?
Yes,
She does, right? So it would behoove y'all to get married, because boyfriend and girlfriend, you know what happens with boyfriend and girlfriends? What happens? They what? They break up. Y'all get in an argument today, y'all break up, but marriage, y'all bound together. Church, I grew up in the church, right? And I would hear that a lot. We're blessed and highly favored, right? You heard that a lot, but you gotta really understand, what does the Bible mean to be blessed? And I want you to answer this question for me. Watch this, come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all people of the earth. And all these blessings,
All these what?
blessings shall come on thee.
So the blessing of the Lord is to be above all nations upon the face of the earth. So the question to you is the black and Hispanic man above the white nation, above the Arab nation, above the Chinese, the Japanese? Are we above those nations? No, we are not. I want you to look at these signs. Tell me what you will see. One word, starts with an S. Slavery. Slavery. So the question is, if God is all love, right? John 3:16, for God so loved the world, why did we go through slavery? That's the question to you, Brian. Why did the conquistadors come in 1492 and rape, rob, murder, pillage, steal Puerto Rico? Rename the Taínos, rename the Boricuans Puerto Rican, renamed us and called us, don't our name change every so often? They call us black, Negro, African American, nigger. They change our names so many times. Why is that? If God is all love, because that's what they teach us, God is all love, then why did we go through these things? That's the question.
That is a great question.
Watch this, Deuteronomy 28:45. Your pastors will never show you this. T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, Juanita Biden, Joel Osteen, they will never show you the truth of the Bible. But we're here to show you. Watch this, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 45. Moreover, all these curses.
Stop. My sister pumping gas. Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? Bad. She said bad. Watch this, read.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
Till thou be destroyed. Why? Read.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments.
Stop. So God said, I will put curses on you for not keeping my commandments. Now watch this. The curses, there's something spiritual about them. Verse 46, read.
And they,
the curses, come on,
shall be upon thee for a sign.
What's the purpose of a sign? What's the purpose of a sign, Brian? To what? Very good. To show you something. For example, how do I know this is Walmart gas station? Because the sign. How do I know that says mixture? Because the sign. What's going on, my brother? Come up, come up. What we're doing, we're identifying who the children of Israel are today. Who are God's people on the earth today, right? Read it again.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
So what are we going over? The curses of God. It says they will be upon you for a sign. Come on.
And for a wonder. And upon thy seed forever.
The curses are going to make us wonder. They're going to make us think. Why is it that the black man went through slavery for over 400 years? Why did the conquistadors come to the land of Puerto Rico and rape, rob, and murder and kill millions of Taínos? They're going to make us think. Why are we going through these things? Have y'all heard what happened to Sonia Massey when the police walked? Why are these things happening? Why do these things happen? That's what the curses are going to make us do, right? Now let's read some of the curses, and I want y'all to tell me, who do the curses fit today? Right, watch this, verse 64.
Verse 64. Verse 64, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other.
Now, raise your hand if y'all know history. Like if you follow with your own history, if you understand history. Y'all agree with history, right? History is a proven fact. You can't deny history. So, what time period in history where we were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth? Do y'all know? What's going on, my sister? What's your name? Taja, Natasha, Deja, Brian, and what is it? Keem? I can't hear you, brother. Keem. Okay, Keem, Deja, Natasha, and Brian. What time period were we scattered throughout the four corners of the earth? In history, historically. When you look at Black and Hispanic history, when were we scattered throughout the four corners of the earth? Go on, my brother. What time period in history were the blacks taken from one part of the earth and shipped or scattered throughout the four corners of the earth? What time period in slavery? Natasha, do you know? Have you ever heard of the transatlantic slave trade? Y'all heard about that, right? That's Bible prophecy.
Right.
The transatlantic slave trade. Read it again. Watch this. Read.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other.
It was, yep, I want you to look at this. The American slave trade, from the 1500s to 1870. Over 12,500,000 slaves were transported in the transatlantic slave trade. Now, it wasn't just the transatlantic slave trade. You had something called the East Indian slave trade, where they took us from this side of Africa and shipped us to the Middle East, to Arabia, to China, to Asia, all these different regions, parts of the earth. We were scattered all throughout the earth. Slavery, right? Now, what means of transportation did they use to scatter us throughout the four corners of the earth? Did they use a car? Did they use Spirit Airlines? Did they use Royal Caribbean? What means? They use what? Boats, ships. I need y'all to understand what we're going over, because our slavery, what happened to us in slavery, it's engraved in our bones. It's a part of our DNA makeup. This is the reason why you see our brothers and our sisters are bugged out of their mind. Where you have single parent households, where you have women that don't want to raise their children, fathers that don't want to be men and take care of their women and take care of their children. We are destroyed mentally, and it all goes back to slavery. That's why. That's the reason why the conditions, the atrocities that we go through, it all stems back to slavery. Because did we ever get healing from the things that happened to us in slavery? No, what did the white man say? Pick yourself up by your bootstraps. We never got therapy, we never got healing for what our ancestors went through. Understand the trauma that we have suffered for over 400 years. Because after emancipation, right, after they freed us from slavery, what happened? They had something called Jim Crow, black codes, the KKK, segregation, school to prison pipeline, all these things that they set up against us. So the question is, are we really free? Because we could go to Arby's, because we could shop at Walmart, because we got a little car, we got a little job, we got a nice little house. Are we truly free? No, we're not. Hold on, bro. We are not free. They want you to think you're free because you got the TikTok, you got the Instagram, you get your check every 2 weeks on the 1st and the 15th. They want you to think you're free, but we are not free, brothers. Sisters, we are not free. Watch this video.
Baruch chapter 3 verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
You know what the Bible says? We are yet this day in our captivity. Now, I want you to, y'all give me some examples. What are some examples to show that how we are still in captivity to this very day? I gave y'all some. I want y'all to give me some. Let's start with you, bro. Go ahead. You hit it right on the head, bro. Raise your hand if you in debt. I know I'm in debt. I know I got hella debt, bro. You don't got no debt, bro? I know that car is a damn debt, for real. We got debt, bro. That's how you know we are still in captivity. If we were blessed, if we was rulers on this earth, just look at the money. Whoever's face on the money lets you know who's in rulership. Whose face is on the money today? It ain't our people. That lets you know who's in rulership. Whoever's face is on the money. Watch this, read it again.
Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse.
And they what?
A curse.
There goes that word again, that curse. Come on.
And to be subject to payment.
That's what you said, that debt. To be subject to payments.
I was listening to y'all, but maybe on my time on the day.
What's your name? Before you go, because I want to deal with something. What's your name? Ronnie and Isabel. Let me ask you, do you love her? You love her, right? Give me Hebrews 13:4.
Bring it up.
Because when we see couples, what you got to understand, marriage is a foundation of building a nation. It takes a strong marriage, a strong family to build a nation, right? Watch this, read.
Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4.
Bring it up.
Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
So, again, we don't mean to put you on the spot, but your souls are on the line. And the reason why we are out here because we love our people. We wouldn't be wasting our, we young black men. We could be in the clubs, we could be smoking, sleeping from women to women to women, but we out here because we love our people. So when we see y'all people together like y'all, it's a beautiful thing. But you gotta ask yourself, are y'all married? We're not married, right? Okay. I want you to think about this. Hey sis, pay attention. What's going on, family? How y'all doing? I'm gonna talk to y'all real quick, all right? I'm dealing with them and I'm gonna talk to y'all real quick. Everything in life, right? When you buy something, what do you get? If I go to the store right now and I buy something, what are they gonna give me? Oh, they're gonna give me something.
Yeah, but it's all temporary though.
Yeah, but
So I look at it as nothing.
when you buy something, what do they give you? You buy that water bottle, what are they gonna give you? A receipt, right? You're gonna get for everything you own, you get a receipt. A man's prized possession is his woman.
That's right.
You understand? Don't you think that she deserves marriage papers?
Yeah, she does.
She does, right? So it would behoove y'all to get married because boyfriend and girlfriend, you know what happens with boyfriend and girlfriends? What happens? They what? They break up. Y'all get in an argument today, y'all break up. But marriage, y'all bound together. Y'all gotta work through those trials. Give me the trouble in the flesh. Y'all gotta work through those issues in a marriage. You can't just leave because, oh, she made me mad or he made me mad. Nah, y'all gotta work through those issues. Right? Watch this, come on.
1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 28. But and if thou hast married, thou hast not sinned.
Come on.
And if a virgin married, she have not sinned.
Watch this.
Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh.
In a marriage, y'all in a relationship? No? Y'all gonna have troubles in the flesh. I got a wife. Majority of all these brothers is married up here. We have troubles in the flesh. We argue, we fuss, we fight, but at the end of the day, we have to go to the Bible to fix those issues. But like I said, if it's boyfriend and girlfriend, y'all gonna split up. Y'all gonna split up. There's nothing that bounds y'all.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time. His word